So now it's been a few months.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the washer and dryer?
I love it.
Really?
Yes, I do.
There's
a few things I don't like, and there's a few things I absolutely love.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to ask you about is because I know that people are going to remember when we had the guy come look at it.
Yes.
What did you learn from that experience?
It still squeaks.
Okay.
And
it's a load issue?
I think so, because it doesn't always do it.
But when we have a lot of stuff in it, it does
It's not even a lot. It's like a regular amount, because like there's a lot more I could put in.
But it hasn't been enough to make you want to call the people again? Not yet.
I'm trying to figure out exactly everything.
Sure. But beyond that one squeak issue, you've enjoyed it?
I have. These style machines are kind of a pain because they hold water in the gasket, the rubber part.
Yeah.
And that grows mold.
So you just have to wipe it out.
I've been very diligent in, like, this is the towel I use.
Yeah.
To wipe it out, and I also keep this thing open that holds the detergent.
Yeah.
Like, these pop out, and I can, like, dry them, too, because it uses water to flush the detergent into the machine.
Yeah.
So I keep that open, I keep this open, and then tomorrow I'll close this and then leave this cracked still all the time.
You are very diligent about all this.
Yes. I hate mold, it's so gross.
Sagan hates mold, too.
He has many opinions on it.
He has many opinions about...
Everything?
About food. I'm going to take my spot on the stairs, buddy. Which, unfortunately, is not a spot where I'm actively giving you food. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sunday, I think. Yeah, Sunday. The ways I can tell it's Sunday is that I know that I'm not waking up for breakfast stream. Still waking up at the same time. Still going to wake up at 8, but not waking up for breakfast stream. I'm glad Mal has enjoyed the washer and dryer because that was like, we've never had a new washer and dryer, so that was a really big deal for us to get that. And squeaking issue aside, it's been good, and it's nice to be able to do laundry and feel like it's gonna make it basically, because the used stuff that we had, you weren't always sure I was gonna do that, and we had to call them to come out and look at it like quite a bit, so it's nice to have that. So I'm excited about that. Other things we did today, we continue to prep for our trip, but tonight for dinner we actually had something to watch, because not too long ago the Rocko's Modern Life special was finally released, Static Cling. And this was from what I understand, this was a special that has been done for like several years. And in that process of them having it done, like Nickelodeon never aired it, because the Nickelodeon had the rights to it, and then they never aired it, and they kept telling Joe Murray, like, oh, it's going to be soon or something, and then it never actually happened. And I'm sure there was some sort of NDA or something where people couldn't really talk about it, but I know that the little that I had seen of Joe Murray, the series creator, talking online about it, it seemed to be one of those desperately wanting to say something and can't saying anything and pulling your hair out situations. But it finally got bought by Netflix, and Netflix put it on just like a week or two ago, something like that. So this evening, Mal and I sat down and watched it, because it was earlier this year that we watched through the entirety of Rocko's Modern Life. It was a show that Mal had never seen. It was a show that I grew up with, and it was so fun to watch through the entire, was it 4? I think it's 4 seasons, to relive episodes that I knew and loved, and then also, I think there was a handful of episodes I had just never seen before. So it was still fresh in our memory, and it made it really nice watching Static Cling, because there's so many tiny details and tiny references to things, and it's just wonderful. The entire special, honestly, is just a huge love letter to fans of the show. And the special is also very like self-aware, because the the entire premise is about Rocko wanting to get this old show from the 90s back, and that's what you're doing as you actively watch the show. It also touches on a wide variety of topics, and I don't really want to like spoil the show for anyone that hasn't seen it, but there is definitely commentary about the state of sending, what I don't know what the official term is, but like having like sweatshops of animation.
Oh, yeah.
Where like it's not done the old way, where you're actually just sending off like lots of the animation to be done by like low-paid workers. There's a bit of commentary about that. The biggest thing is there is a huge like plot point of this special is change and transgender acceptance, which was such a cool little like addition that I was not expecting, but it was really cool of the creators to put in. And actually, it's super clever because of the animal that it involves, because the animal that it involves can actually change their gender in the animal kingdom. And I'm trying not to spoil anything. Really not, because I want people to be able to watch and enjoy the show. But that was a surprise, and some of the show actually revolved around that and the winds of change. So it was really well done. Had a lot of good messages in it, and again, for fans of the show, there was just so many little details. I'd be surprised. I bet every single character that has ever been in Rocko's Modern Life made an appearance. Like there was, you could probably go back through and just like pause on frames and find little details. There's stuff at the beginning. There's stuff all throughout. There's a lot of times in the show, in the special, where there's like townspeople gathered, and you can see characters that have been in like, they made a cameo in like one episode. So yeah, it was great. It was really great. And we had to wait 20-something years to actually see the thing. But it was worth it. And you relate, as the viewer, to Rocko, who really wants this show from 20 years ago to come back. And by the end, whenever there is a change made to the show, you realize the world is moving forward, and you have to adapt to change. It was nice.
It was very good.
It was really good. Yeah, and I mean, you saw it too. I'm sure that you enjoyed it, especially because you've also gotten a chance to see.
Yeah, like it was nice.
Like all 4 seasons just a few months ago.
Yeah, all the references.
And you also have Kitty.
I have Kitty. Kitty's good, but it was nice to see all the references, and it made me happy with like the changes and stuff that they did, with still keeping like in tune to the original. Like, yeah, that was the right way to do a reboot special thing.
Yeah, I actually I don't know exactly how to explain it, but like the tone of the show and the writing of the show was spot on from how every show has been done. Mm-hmm. Like every single episode of every single season, like there's a certain tone, there's a certain way that Rocko's Modern Life flows, and it kept that, and it was really well done. So yeah, just wanted to gush a little bit about it because Rocko's Modern Life is one of my favorite shows. The fact that they were going to make a special 20 years later was a big deal. It's taken years to finally get the thing, and then to have sat down tonight and watched it, and it just exceeded expectations was a big deal. So hopefully I haven't spoiled too much for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. I would urge people to see it. It definitely means a lot more if you've seen the prior episodes, because then you'll have all that context. But even as a standalone thing, like it's pretty good. Are you ready to eat? Huh? Yeah. Better feed him before he meows his head off. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?